Hey guys, Tom itself here, and we're playing a team of 5 with myself and 2 friends. So, I think I already ruined it with the title of the video, didn't I? But, spoiler, we win. And actually, the KDs on the other side, 2 players, go 40 plus kills, and fairly decent KDs, so you'll see 44 and 7, 40 and 16. Not bad. I barely bricked 2 to 1, and 4th place on my team is 3 and 30. So you look at the kills, the deaths, the overall scores, and you wonder, how did the fuck you lose? So that's what I'm here to answer. First point, on this map, Bakaara, whatever it is, the BC flags are preferable to hold. We would like to have them on A. The big reason is, if they're coming from A, they have to fight uphill. And that is going to give the defenders the advantage. And when you want to hold 2 flags, push them onto 1, that means you're probably going to be defending more than you're going to be pushing. Now, this actually gets into an interesting comparison between Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3. Something I noticed the very first week playing Modern Warfare 3 and comparing it to Black Ops was that I was getting more caps than defends, and in Black Ops I'd normally see it the other way around, and most people I noticed were getting the same thing. Now, it's not always the case, it varies from player to player, game to game, but as a general rule, in Modern Warfare 3 you get more caps than defends, and in Black Ops it was the other way around. Well, why is that? So, obviously, since I'm doing a commentary, I kind of have a theory on this, and that is, in Modern Warfare 3, you have a somewhat better idea from which direction the attackers are going to be coming from, and that is going to make defending actually a little bit easier. Now, there's another thing to this too. People talk about capping points being dangerous. It is, rightfully so. It is a risky thing to do. But defending is also somewhat dangerous if you're playing against competent people and posted up in the same place. Because once they figure out where you are, you get a grenade in your face. A competent player will make you pay for staying in the same spot too long. But I've already implied that capping points isn't necessarily the most dangerous thing, and it's not. Let me tell you what the most dangerous thing is: running to the point to cap it or defend it. Why? Well, in the very first video I did for Modern Warfare 3, I said that one of the best ways to win gunfights was to catch people sprinting. And when you're running to a point, you're sprinting. It's easy for people to kill you. You're at a disadvantage if you get in a gunfight while you're trying to run around the map. But once you get on the point, maybe get some cover, go prone, shoulder your weapon, you're not as in such a dangerous position as you were when you were sprinting to the point. I think that's why we see, as a general trend, more caps than defends. Now, this team of 5 we're playing, I would not characterize either the 2 guys on it who go 40 plus kills as kill whores. Now, the guy that goes 44 and 7 is being kind of defensive, but he is working to hold the C side of the map, and he is staying along the side, but he is trying to play the objective. He's not just running into the spawn. So he's not being very risky, but he's actually fairly helpful to his team. Now, this actually does make me want to bring up something, and that is the mythical role of the Slayer, especially in a game like Domination with instant respawns. I already said the most dangerous part is running to a point. And the longer you can make them have to run to the points, the riskier it is, and the more likely it is they're just going to get killed before they get back to the point again. So, again, instant respawn. If you're just killing them and they respawn closer to the point, you might have built up a kill streak, you might have stopped their kill streaks, but it's really not that valuable. Now, if you're pushing them back from a point in kind of a defensive way, or if you're pushing onto a point to take it, pushing them back so that the defenders can't defend, that's a great job. But it doesn't really happen, and that's what this team really seems to have failed to do. When they push onto a point, they don't clear around it, and so they spend more and more time just running to the point, trying to get there, and they just die. I know my gameplay gets a little sloppy here, just losing focus because a random 4th friend I have in my party, who's not in the game, has turned his microphone off, but that has in turn turned his Connect's microphone on, which is situated directly next to his TV. So he's now playing CNN to us at ear-splitting volumes into the chat line, and it's, oh my god, I have to kick him out of the party, and then I can resume my almost zen-like focus on playing this game. So things aren't looking so great for us now. They got that AC-130 up. It didn't do a whole lot of work because we kind of hid inside, but that meant they took Bravo from us. And now we've got the point where you don't really want A, and they've got the points that we'd like, Bravo and Charlie, so we're going to have to turn things around here. Now, I did go back and watch this game from the two guys who went 40+ on the other team, followed them around the map and watched what they did. And I can tell you, at this point in the game, they're respawning down by A, and as a team, they're pushing A, looking for the domination. And we're going to lose A. We're okay with it because we don't really want it, but at the same time, we're going to pick up one of the other points because they're too busy pushing onto our last point. They're too busy worrying about the offense and not worrying about the defense. They do a fairly good job of getting in close to our spawn and flags and picking up kills without dying, but they don't do as good a job of keeping us from getting out of our spawn to their flags, defending before we get to the points where it's easiest to pick up the kills. And because once you're on the point, it's a slightly less risky part of capping, they don't do a very good job of picking up defense.
I see all of them at A. Don't take my word for it, but...
Now you say, why would they have such trouble with that? Well, in my experience, being counter-UAV'd makes it harder to know where my teammates are, makes it harder to set up a good defense, especially a complete defense to really lock them into a spawn point, get the spawn trap on. And as you notice, this class is support with just UAV and counter UAV, so I turn out quite a few counter UAVs this game. And you can tell the guys who are not going to have the UAVs because they don't have assassin, because they'll show up on the normal UAV. And the two guys who go 40+, they're not running assassin this game, so they show up the entire time. I'm pretty sure about that. The other thing, when they had that AC-130, no one was back here by B in this building. It meant that we couldn't really defend Bravo, but now I'm back here, and that AGM isn't going to take me out of this building unless he's a darn good shot with the thing. So I can defend Bravo here, and they have to run up the street to me. This isn't quite the best position that I'd like to have. I kind of like to be out by the truck, really, but this is pretty good to defend Bravo from. And defending is less risky than attacking. And you'll see, I don't pick up, I think, one defend, actually, 1 point for defense, but these guys are running straight to this point. And because no one's coming around behind and no one's way back down there sniping me while I can't see them, because this M14 is almost like a sniper rifle, they are not going to get this point without a fight. Now, these guys aren't stupid. Eventually, they will figure out that they want to come up my left side of the street there behind the truck, and that they can get in closer where my assault rifle isn't going to be quite as effective, and it's going to be harder to deal with them. Again, if they can finally put a grenade through this door, I'm done for. But until they figure that out, I'm going to be very successful at defending this point. Now, I'd rather be up there, either out in the street or pushed further forward, keep them further back, but this will work. This is going to do the job, and this is going to win the game for us, just because they can't push onto this point to take it. My random newbie teammates are running around giving the enemies kills. My two friends who are in the party with me are defending C, pretty successfully too. And so once we've established this 2-cap that we want to hold, our ability to defend it is what's going to be that wins us the game for us, not our ability to push onto A and take it. And the other team wasn't as successful at defending. Now, that's really what I think sums up the game. One of the other things about the Bravo Charlie setup is that A is further from Bravo than Charlie is, so they have to run further if they want to get to Bravo, and going up that hill is pretty nasty, as I think I've shown. I've done some nice work with the MW3 this game. So, actually, here's a funny little thing. I think this does save us a couple times.
Oh, the trophy system is great!
Yep. It saved 3 of us there.
I think I'd really summarize it by saying they were more concerned with getting it to the points rather than pushing us back past the points. Just so that when we had to defend, we had to be running to the points. Running to the points is the most dangerous part of capping or defending. And is somewhat a secondary reason, when they did get 2 points, they were more concerned with just running around the map, looking for kills, than setting up to defend those 2 points from the direction we were spawning in. you'll see at the end here, they finally figure out that they need to get behind us to push us out of here quickly, successfully. And when he finally does that, you know, he starts killing me. But it's not an immediate spawn flip. So you'll see here, I get his teammate. Kind of lucky there. He gets me, but then where do I respawn? I respawn right next to C, and I take it back. And we end up holding B and C for the final part of the game. So he should have been back there a lot sooner in order to move the spawn. So there, I finally, after I've taken C, I respawn closer to A. But I can still work my way back up to B. As a team, they haven't really decided where they want to go, and so it's not really going to work for them to push us off of an area of the map. And we are back to the beginning of the video, or the end of the game, however you want to look at it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you found the commentary interesting, maybe even insightful. I hope you enjoyed it. But mostly, I really just hope I answered the question that I posed in the title of the video. Why the fuck you lost? And why would you make your clan tag that? Seriously, it's kind of rude. Man, that final scoreboard, it really does not tell the whole story. Anyway guys, if you're still around, here are a couple videos you might be interested in. First is one I did back in Black Ops, talking about death as a game mechanic, and then another one I did for Modern Warfare 3 with some very competitive game on Mission, Domination, with both the chat and the commentary. And if you're still around, think about subscribing. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.